Hey, welcome back. Let me ask you something. When you hear the word self-care, what comes to mind? Bubble baths, face masks, a glass of wine, a day off where you do nothing? Don't get me wrong. Those things feel nice, but do they actually change anything? Do you feel better the next morning? Or do you just need another bath a week later? Most self-care is temporary relief, a bandage. It treats the symptom, not the cause. Japan has a completely different approach. For centuries, Japanese culture has built self-care into daily life, not as a treat, not as a reward, but as a baseline, small consistent actions that keep you healthy, calm, and resilient without thinking about it. Today, I'm breaking down 11 Japanese self-care habits that actually work. Not expensive, not time-consuming, just quietly effective. And by the end of this video, you'll realize that real self-care isn't about escaping your life. It's about building a life you don't need to escape from. Let's go. Number 1. Misogi, the ritual of starting clean. Misogi is a Shinto purification ritual, but in daily life it means something simple. Start your day with a clean slate, not just physically but mentally. In practice, this looks like washing your face with cold water, first thing in the morning. Not a full shower, just a splash. Cold water wakes up your nervous system. It increases alertness. It releases endorphins. But the real power is symbolic. You are washing away yesterday. The bad mood, the mistake, the worry. Before you do anything else, you reset. Most people wake up and immediately check their phones, emails, news, social media. They start their day reacting to the world instead of preparing themselves. Cold water takes 30 seconds. It tells your brain, I am in control of how this day begins. Try it tomorrow morning. Splash cold water on your face before you touch your phone. Notice the difference. Number 2. Teinei seikatsu, careful, intentional living. Teinei seikatsu means careful. It's the practice of doing ordinary things with extraordinary attention. Not rushing, not multitasking. Just doing one thing, slowly, deliberately. In Japan, this shows up everywhere. Making tea becomes a meditation. Writing a letter becomes an art. Folding clothes becomes a moment of calm. Most people treat daily tasks as obstacles to get through. They brush their teeth while scrolling. They eat while watching a video. They walk while answering messages. Their body is here, but their mind is somewhere else. Teinei seikatsu flips that. It says the way you do small things is the way you do everything. When you wash a dish with full attention, you are training your brain to be present. When you fold a shirt carefully, you are saying no to chaos. This is self-care because carelessness creates stress. Intention creates peace. Choose one ordinary task today. Making coffee, putting on shoes, opening a door, and do it as if it mattered. Because it does. Number 3. Yūgen, appreciating the mystery of small moments. Yūgen is a Japanese aesthetic concept. It means a deep, mysterious sense of beauty that's just out of reach. Not dramatic, subtle, the feeling of watching mist over a mountain, the silence after rain, the shadow of leaves on a wall. Self-care is usually about doing things. Yūgen is about noticing things. It's the habit of pausing, just for a few seconds, to appreciate something you normally ignore. Research shows that even small doses of lowers inflammation, reduces stress, and increases life satisfaction. You don't need the Grand Canyon. You need a crack in the sidewalk where a flower grows. You need the way light hits your kitchen floor at 4 p.m. This today, stop 3 times. Not for long, just 10 seconds each time. Look at something ordinary and ask, what's beautiful about this right now? That pause is self-care. No product required. Number 4. Kintsugi mindset, repairing, not replacing. We talked about kintsugi before, repairing broken pottery with gold, but as a self-care habit, it's about how you treat yourself. When you make a mistake, do you throw yourself away? Do you call yourself stupid? Do you hide the shame? The kintsugi mindset says, your cracks are not flaws. They are where the light gets in. Every failure, every heartbreak, every embarrassing moment is a seam you can fill with gold. Self-care isn't pretending you're perfect. It's accepting that you're broken and beautiful at the same time. Next time you mess up, instead of spiraling, ask, what is this teaching me? How will this make me stronger? You're not damaged. You're becoming number 5. Nench seasonal rituals. Japan has a calendar full of small seasonal rituals, eating specific foods in spring, cleaning the grave in summer, moon viewing in autumn, hot baths in winter. These aren't obligations, they are anchors. They remind you that time is passing, and that's okay. Most people live in a blur of identical days, no rhythm, no markers, just work, eat, sleep, repeat. Seasonal rituals create structure without rigidity. They give you something to look forward to. They connect you to nature, which is healing by itself. You don't need Japanese traditions, create your own. A specific meal on the first day of each season, a walk to look at the same tree every month, a playlist you only listen to when it rains. These tiny rituals tell your brain, you are not lost. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Number 6. Moratorium the permission to pause. In Japan, there's a concept called moratorium a period of life where you're not expected to achieve anything. You're just figuring things out. Students take a gap year. Adults change careers without shame. There's no rush. Western self-care is often about optimizing, doing more, biohacking productivity. But sometimes self-care is doing absolutely nothing productive, not as procrastination. As permission, you get one life. You don't have to fill every minute with progress. You can sit on a bench. You can stare out a window. You can spend a Saturday without a single goal. Try this, schedule 30 minutes this week to do nothing. No phone, no book, just sit. It will feel uncomfortable. That discomfort is exactly why you need it. Your nervous system needs rest, not more stimulation. Number 7. Omiyage thinking giving as self-care. Omiyage are souvenirs you bring back for others after a trip. But as a self-care habit, it's the practice of always thinking, what can I give? Most self-care is selfish by design. Take a bath, get a massage, say no, and sometimes you need that. But research is clear, giving makes you happier than receiving. Acts of kindness lower cortisol, increase oxytocin, and give you a sense of meaning. Omiyage thinking means, before you do something for yourself, ask what you can do for someone else. A small gift, a genuine compliment, helping a coworker without being asked. This doesn't mean burn yourself out. It means recognizing that connection is self-care. Isolation is not. The next time you feel down, do something kind for someone else. You'll be surprised how much it helps you. Number 8. Kenbun observing without judging. Kenbun means the experience of seeing something for the first time, even if you've seen it 100 times. It's the habit of looking at your life with fresh eyes. Most people walk through their home without really seeing it. They eat without tasting. They listen without hearing. Their mind is somewhere else. That disconnection is exhausting. Kenbun is self. Care is simple. Once a day, look at something familiar. Your hand. A tree outside your window. The face of someone you love and really see it as if for the first time. Drop the labels, drop the story, just observe. This pulls you out of your head and into reality. And most stress lives in your head, not in reality. Number 9. The art of balance, not perfection. Chōwa means harmony, not balance in the sense of equal hours for everything. Balance in the sense that everything has its place at the right time. Sometimes you work hard, sometimes you rest. Sometimes you say yes, sometimes you say no. The mistake most people make is trying to be balanced every single day. That's impossible. Some days you will work 12 hours. Some days you will do nothing. That's not imbalance. That's life over a week. Is there time for work, rest, play, connection? Over a month? Don't judge a single day, judge the pattern. Self-care is not a daily checklist. It's trusting that if you listen to yourself, you'll know when to push and when to stop. Number 10. Shoshin beginner's mind. Shoshin means having an attitude of openness, eagerness, and lack of preconceptions even when you're an expert in self-care. This means, stop acting like you already know how to take care of yourself. Most people are stuck in old patterns. They know they should sleep more, eat better, move their body. But they've tried and failed, so they've given up. Shoshin says, Forget what you think you know. Approach your own life like a beginner. What actually works for you today? Not what worked for your friend. Not what worked 5 years ago. Ask yourself like you've never asked before. What do I need right now? And let the answer be honest. Maybe it's a nap. Maybe it's a walk. Maybe it's a conversation you've been avoiding. The beginner's mind is humble, and humility is self-care. Because when you think you know everything, you stop listening to your own body. Number 11. Mono no aware, fei the gentle sadness of impermanence. This is my favorite. Mono no aware is the awareness that nothing lasts. And that's bittersweet. Cherry blossoms bloom for 1 week. A perfect sunset disappears in minutes. A happy moment with a friend ends. In the West, we fight impermanence. We want things to stay the same. We get attached, and then we suffer when things change. Mono no aware doesn't fight. It appreciates. As a self-care habit, this means when something good happens, notice that it will end, not with fear. With gratitude, the fact that it ends is what makes it precious. If cherry blossoms bloomed all year, you wouldn't celebrate them. When you're having a great day, whisper to yourself, "This will not last, and because it won't last, I will enjoy it fully right now." When you're having a terrible day, whisper, "This will not last either." Mono no aware is the ultimate self-care, because it frees you from two traps, clinging to pleasure and fearing pain. Both will pass, and you will be okay. So here's the real question. Which of these 11 habits feels most alive to you? Not which one you should do. Which one do you actually want to try? For me, it was kenbun fei, observing without judging. I realized I was judging everything, including myself. Taking 5 seconds to just look at something without a thought changed my whole day. Comment below with the one habit you're going to start today. Just one. And if this video changed how you think about self-care, hit that like button. It helps more people realize that self-care isn't bubble baths. It's how you live every single day. Subscribe for more quiet wisdom from Japan and beyond. I'll see you in the next one. Real self. Care doesn't need a spa, it needs attention. Bye.